So we've gone through the coverage period overview. We got the employer up to speed and current. Then we walked through and showed the cost impact to employer and employee in the renewal. So you'll notice the next step in our report is the PGC, which stands for the Plan Group Comparison Report, Current versus Renewal. So back in the dashboard, I'm going to come up to my Plan Groups and Reports, choose the Report menu, and this time I'm going to choose the Plan Group Comparison Report. So the idea is that we want to be in the plan design screens in the dashboard. That's where we're going to be making changes and modifications in real time and looking at impact. But sometimes we need to see all those impact points from one group alongside another group. So now that we've gone through current and renewal, we found that that seemed to be a good place for our clients to introduce the Plan Group Comparison Report. And since this is really going to be the report that does the heavy lifting in terms of presenting that detailed information, we're going to want to coach them on how to look at this report, just like we coach them on how to look at plan designs. Now I'm going to choose the current dual option, the renewal after final negotiations, and I'm going to go ahead and preview that. All right, again, since I'm using Chrome, when that report is previewed, I'm going to be able to go ahead and click on Open a New Window, which will open that in a new browser tab, just like we saw with the Coverage Period Overview report. Now, when it comes to the Plan Group Comparison, again, this is going to be different than what you're used to looking at. And the idea is, again, you're probably used to looking at columns and spreadsheets. And really, that's part of the transition to this is instead of that left to right column approach, now it's really our options are top-down rows. All right, but the idea, again, is remember in our reports, we want to replicate how information is organized in the Plan Designer. So now here we can see our current dual option and the plan group cost, just like the dashboard. And right underneath in the same order are our plan designs. All right, now again, we're not trying to create an SBC. We've just got the key points, the first three tiers of the drug card, the main first four copays. We can see our deductible, coinsurance, out-of-pocket max, and our net out-of-pocket max for those groups that have funding. All right, now notice underneath, and there's a lot of information in this report. That's why we need to take a little time to get used to what's in here. So part of the reason why there's so much information in this report is, again, this now incorporates in the employee impact of what their net out-of-pocket is and what their monthly cost is. So we're able to obviously see the employer impact, but now notice shaded in blue, again, so your eyes can find that. Here is the monthly cost as well as what their percentage is of the current base plan. Right over here to the right, we see our 1,080 to 3,000 buy-up, and we're able to see the current monthly cost of that buy-up plan for the employees. And we can see, again, that employer contribution being greater for the buy-up plan. Now, right underneath it, we have our renewal after final negotiations, and we have our plan group costs there. So again, right underneath now, it's the same plan, so the benefit information is the same. But now we can see what the impact of the employees would be. Single on the base plan would go from 104 to 116. Single on the buy-up plan would go from 115 to 129. So again, we want to make sure and give the employers time. It's a lot of numbers and takes a little bit to get your orientation of this report. But once they understand that this follows the same format we looked in the dashboard, they're able to find those key components, that employee monthly cost in terms of their cost as well. You know, once they give us the go-ahead that they understand how this information is presented, we're going to move forward in our presentation. And we're going to use the dashboard and walk through those plan design screens and use this plan group comparison at those times where we need to see a proposed option compared to current or compared to renewal. So from a high level, the rest of this presentation is going to work with walking through items in the plan design screen and using the plan group comparison when we need to see that detail of more than one plan design from more than one different group.